Another early morning. It's 6 a.m. We're up this early because we've decided we're gonna try to go up San Luis Peak today. And from here, we got about 11 miles. We're gonna blue blaze. We're not gonna take the CT, we're gonna take this other trail that's a little shorter. The reason for that is you should not be at high elevation past early afternoon. So we're gonna try to make it before the weather turns. So 6 a.m. and the first thing we have to do is ford a river. The only water we've seen for like miles and miles. Okay, there are some pretty sketchy looking logs that go across this deep river. Ibex is confident she could do it without getting wet, so she's going first. Yeah, this river's kind of scary. It's like pretty deep and pretty fast moving. Looking good, looking good. Oh, that's deep over there. Hey, get that light out of here, Dory. Nice work! Woo! This is the river, like it's so fast moving. Ketchatopa Creek or something. It's so fast moving, there's so much water. We don't understand because there's been like no water at all for miles. Interesting rock formation here. We got sunrise colors. Uh-oh, looks like we got some traffic up ahead. Cow jam. Move it along, cows. Go on. Go on. I guess cows are early risers, unlike marmots. This is getting ridiculous. Going behind me too. Hi, cow. We've been following these cows for miles and now we have finally reached the gate. But now we have to get to the gate. Oh my God. The gate's the pee spot, apparently.
They know where the gate is.
We have to climb over the gate because the cows won't get out of the way. Sorry, cows. See ya never. This is way nicer with no cows' butts. We were seriously stuck behind those cows for like 2 miles and they were pooping so much on the trail. So this is much more peaceful. Update, we're not going up the peak today. Weather's too bad. We got up early for nothing. So now we're making coffee at the trailhead parking lot. Look, there's a privy behind us at least. Nice privy too. We don't know what we're gonna do. We might go up tomorrow, but there's like no good places to camp before that. I don't know. We'll see. This is not climbing 14er weather, especially because it's freezing at 10,000 feet. We are just walking straight into the storm. Gross. Yuck, look how flooded and muddy the trail is. Well, this is a cute gate. Oh my gosh, that whole forest of pines up there is dead. That's so sad. So we're going right up that saddle. We're on the CT, by the way. We never took the Blue Blaze Trail since we decided not to do San Luis, but I think that's San Luis Peak right up there, which is only a half-mile off trail. Okay, I was wrong. I checked the peak finder, and that's San Luis Peak to the right of the saddle, not to the left. Up the saddle, here we go. Almost there. Whew. That is San Luis right there. That's where we came from, that valley. So there's the peak and the trail to go up it. Oh, it's all in a cloud. It's raining. I don't think we're gonna do it. And that is where the trail goes, over this way. Well, it's a crappy day, but at least the trail's pretty.
Baba boy, baba boy, baba boy.
It's freezing cold out here, but this is so freaking pretty. There's the saddle from where we came. Here's the peak from the other side. It looks a lot bigger from here and covered in clouds at the top.
Stayed in my bag throughout the week. But for some reason, I seem to have parked out last
right. Our first non-cow poop water source for miles and miles and miles. How wonderful! Cause for celebration. Pulling up the second saddle with a bag full of water. Definitely feels heavier than the first one. So close. And the sun's going out for a second. Woohoo! I don't know if you can see this, but the color of the mountains out here is really interesting. There's like reds and oranges mixed in with the gray. It's kind of cool. Interesting rock formations out here too. Look at that, a little tiny bit of blue sky. Love it. And a creepy ibex coming from the clouds. Dang, do that work to go up over the saddle just to go straight back into the clouds. Disaster. Significant temperature difference from the other side of the saddle to this one. This side is really cold with all these clouds. You guys, today was a freaking crazy day. See that blue sky behind me? That was not present earlier. First of all, it rained pretty much the entire day. It was super, super cold and wet. I feel like it has rained pretty much every day of the past 2.5 weeks. This is not the Colorado I know and love. The weather out here has been total crap. Second of all, we ended up accidentally, inadvertently, herding a whole bunch of cows along the trail for like 2 miles this morning. Like, I'm not kidding. These cows would not get off the trail. and we kept coming behind them, and they just kept going up the trail. And the only way that we finally lost them was because there eventually was a cow gate. And we had to hop the gate because they wouldn't move out of the way for us to like get through the gate. And they just stood in front of it, pooping and peeing. It was gross. However, we are, I think, now out of cow country, so the water should once again be clean. It's nice to be back in the mountains, except the weather was terrible. Okay, and then, we were gonna hike San Luis Peak. Didn't end up doing it because the weather was too bad. We got up to the top of the saddle where you can take like a half-mile detour to go hike the peak, which is a 14er. And it was raining. It was cold. The whole peak looked socked in, so we decided against it. So we were gonna go camp by the San Luis Trailhead, which is on far out, but apparently it's not actually a trailhead. It's a junction to a trailhead, and there really weren't any camping spots there, so we ended up not doing that. But that's where my friend Liz is gonna come in tomorrow to come hike for a few miles and visit. But there really wasn't anything there that wasn't exposed. So we decided, okay, the sun came out for a little bit. Let's go over this final pass for the day. So we try to do that. I'm being distracted by a cute little pika right now. Anyway, so we were going to try to camp by that junction, but there really wasn't anything that wasn't exposed. So the sun is out at this point. Still looks like cloudy around, but it's like the brightest it's been all day, the nicest it's been all day. So we're like, okay, we're going to hike a couple more miles up the trail to a creek where there are supposed to be some other campsites, but this whole section is like very high up. I think tonight we're camping at 11,900. We had to go over several passes today that were over 12. And while we were going up this last pass, we were like halfway up, and this storm comes in like hot and fast. It starts thundering, and we're like, what do we do? We keep going because we're like, we just don't really know what to do. We're like, let's get over this thing as fast as we can. And then the thunder gets closer, and it is so scary. I feel like this was the scariest hiking day of my life, hiking over this pass. I was convinced I was going to get struck by lightning. And this was like 17 miles in for the day at this point, and I'm hiking literally as fast as I can up and over this pass. And in my mind, I was like, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going before the lightning comes. And then we get over the pass, and the entire mountain that we hiked down into is just completely white. It's completely socked in inside a cloud. It's totally insane. And Ibex was ahead of me because she's a faster hiker than me. And I was just thinking, she's not even going to know when I get struck by lightning. Dory was behind me. I guess he could have told her, but it was so freaking stressful. And I've never moved so fast up a mountain, up a pass in my entire life. And we ended up camping like a mile and a half below the pass or something. Once we got down where there are some trees, but like there are dead trees around, but they're all kind of dead. So we just tried to make the safest campsite that we could find. But anyway, I got in my tent and I was really hungry. I wanted to make dinner, but I was so exhausted that I just had to lay there for an hour. I was like, I can't move. I'm just too tired. I've never been so tired in my life as from running over that freaking pass. Anyway, it was a very interesting day for sure. It's been raining for most of it. Tomorrow it's supposed to be super sunny though, and my friend Liz is coming to visit, so I'm excited. And then we're gonna we have like 12 miles to get to Lake City, and then we're gonna take a 0 day in Lake City. We're hoping we can find somewhere with a hot tub. It's not looking super promising, but we're gonna try. Anyway, it has been a day. And as I told myself when I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning in the dark and didn't want to get up, again, because we were gonna go over the peak today, but that's why we got up early. But anyway, as I told myself as I was getting up, I was like, adventures aren't always fun, but they are adventures and you want to go have them, so get up. So I guess I just had to give myself a pep talk today about how adventures are not always fun, but type 2 fun, I guess, right? Like this will be a good story for later. But like I know better than to go up over tree line when the weather looks bad. but it really caught us off guard because it seemed like the weather was getting a lot better and it was brightening up and the sun was out. And we were like, no, it'll be totally fine. This pass isn't very long. Like, I think we only had to go like a mile up to go over the pass. And the storm just came in so fast. But I kept thinking, this is how you die in Colorado, from lightning. But I have lived to tell the tale here with these cute little pikas running around me. Got a nice campsite. Just ate a whole bag of share size M&Ms, peanut M&Ms. And tomorrow will be sunny. Okay. Did not die by Widowmaker last night. I call that a win. This is a bird's nest fungi. Look at how it looks like it has little eggs in the middle, and they're so teeny tiny. Oh, look at this beautiful mountain water. You love to see it. It is so pretty out here today. It is so gorgeous out here today. Look at this. Good morning from the sunny and beautiful Colorado Trail. I can't believe this weather this morning. It almost makes up for all the crappy weather yesterday. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. The scenery is so beautiful. We're gonna be hiking into Lake City today, which apparently there's a cannibal connection to Lake City. More to come on that once I have internet and actually am able to look up the story. But yeah, apparently some cannibal history in Lake City. Also, don't mind me, I have a cough drop in. I've been coughing up a storm the last couple of days again. So I just didn't want to be coughing all throughout this video. So instead I got a little chipmunk cheek with a cough drop in. My friend Liz and her friend Julianne have showed up this morning for their visit. And sweet angel Liz brought each of us a Kit Kat. And she brought me a bottle of Coca-Cola, which she carried up over a tough pass this morning because she's a freaking angel. That is some awesome trail magic. Also, awesome trail magic to have a friend come drive 6 hours to visit you on the Colorado Trail. How stinking cool is that? Anyway, it's gonna be a good day. We've got a 12-mile hike to Lake City from where we camped, and the terrain looks fairly chill today. And we are we're gonna take a 0 day tomorrow. We have to because we have a package to pick up at the post office, and tomorrow is Sunday. So we're gonna have to wait until Monday. But apparently Lake City is trying to become like a hiker town. And every Sunday night during the summer, they have a hiker dinner that they host at the local church, where they just like feed you a whole bunch. Sorry, still coughing even with a cough drop. Anyway, where the townspeople like feed you a ton and are super nice to you. And I guess there's like free Wi-Fi and an espresso bar and all this great stuff. So I'm actually like, we were not planning to take a 0 in Lake City, but I'm actually really pumped about it now. So I can't wait to see what they have to offer. Like, it's so awesome that they want to help out hikers as they come through and be a hiker town. So that is just, I think, the coolest. I'm really excited about it. And as I said yesterday, I'm so happy to be back in the mountains out of pasture land. Like, my spirits are just so high right now compared to yesterday when I was like, the Colorado Trail's hard and the weather's terrible. Today it is sunny. That's why you never quit a trail on a rainy day. Not that I was gonna quit by any means, but that is a big thing. You never quit a trail on a rainy day. Anyway, spirits are high. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be here. Like, oh, okay, let's get into the day. What'd you guys say?
Said everything is great.
Everything's so great.
It's so great right now.
There's Julianne coming up in the front and Liz in the back. Ooh, look at all these mushroom spores. That valley is so green. Ooh, neat. Look, that's where the trail goes up there. So only a couple miles in, we have lost Julianne and Liz. We've been waiting for them on the trail for over an hour and they haven't showed up. So we don't know what's happening. Dory went to try to go find them. Ibex here in the background is perched, just watching. You can see like a quarter mile down the trail. So we're just like, what the heck is going on? We hope they're okay. But we're very confused. Okay, we can see Dory down there coming back up. Probably can't see him, but he's in a blue shirt. He's coming back up the trail. So hopefully he found them. I don't know, he's by himself. We'll see. Okay, just a quick update. Liz and Julianne are fine. Thank God. We were afraid one of them had twisted an ankle or they'd gotten lost. But they're just not used to backpacking. They haven't done it in quite a while, so they were struggling a little bit. Plus, we are at pretty high elevation. We're over 12,000 feet. So if you're not used to backpacking, carrying a bag up over 12,000 feet, that's heavy. Oh, so hard. So they decided they were going to stop. They were just going to go a little further from where Dory found them. They're going to stop and set up camp. So they are out for this adventure. But I am so grateful that they came to visit and brought treats. That was so dang sweet of them. Like, what great friends. Like, that's so cool and so nice. I am sorry they couldn't join us for longer, but we got to get down to the jump off for Lake City before it before it gets too late, because we want to catch the day hikers coming out of the trailhead to try to get a ride down to Lake City. So we can't be waiting around all day, unfortunately, or we're afraid we won't get a ride. So we had to move along, but it sounds like they weren't gonna continue hiking very far anyway. So anyway, that's the update. They're fine, everything's fine. On to Lake City. I am absolutely loving this section, by the way, between the Creed jump off and the Lake City jump off. It's so pretty. Whoa, this huge cricket just came out of that big hole. Huh. These rocks are so colorful and pretty. This is the best weather day we have had in weeks. This is what the trail does. It breaks you down and then it builds you back up with how beautiful and amazing it is. Oh, it's a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster. So I guess we're on a mesa right now for several miles. Like, where did the mountains go? This white sand makes me feel like I'm at a golf course. Floof. Going down to Lake City. There's a road down there. Wow, this trailhead is huge. Please, come on! We made it. Just in time for dinner at the Packer Saloon and Cannibal Grill.